Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kimiki Cairo, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about a film called Witchboard. Witchboard is an 80s horror film written and directed by Kevin S. Tenney. I like movies like this where the director is also the writer because they really have no one to blame if their vision does not turn out exactly the way they planned. The movie starts out with eerie sounds of a theremin and visuals of a spooky building engulfed in fog. Then to establishing shots of a party happening in said building. The main characters, Brandon, Linda, and Jim, are having a discussion with their friend Roger about the existence of God.
Well, if you don't believe in God, Brandon, then how do you explain the creation of the universe?
How do you explain the creation of God?
He's always existed.
Roger is never seen again, and the main story focuses on the first three. Brandon uses this conversation as an opportunity to insult Jim as if his woman being all up on him isn't enough.
Oh, come on, Roger. Now, you can't honestly count someone like Jim here as intelligent life, can you?
Oh yeah, Linda, the redheaded lady on Brandon's arm, is not his girlfriend. That's Jim's girlfriend. But Linda and Brandon used to date, which makes it extremely worse that they're all cuddled up on the couch. Jim gets upset and decides to go get a drink, and Brandon is at it again, this time aiming below the belt.
I'm gonna get another drink.
Like father, like son, huh?
Linda goes to the kitchen to check on Jim and asks if he is going to come back to the party. Can we just pause for a second to acknowledge how sloppy this look is? 1, 2, 3. Okay, moving on. I know that might have been the style of this time, but sheesh, man. She decides to leave Jim and his bottle of Johnny Walker and lets him know how she feels before she leaves.
Jim, I love you.
I know.
Can you imagine?
I know.
And you know, by the way she reacted to that, you can tell it's not the first time. If someone said I know to me after I told them I love you, I promise you they would never hear it from me again. I'd rather you not say anything. After finishing the bottle of whiskey, Jim rejoins the party and begins socializing. Brandon is leading the conversation at the moment, and he is very into Ouija. He gives a brief history.
The Ouija board has been around since recorded history. It was in wide use as far back as 540 BC.
He also states that each board has a strongest spirit that is connected to it. Jim, free of inhibition, decides that he wants to take this opportunity to be rude. Well, he attempts to be.
I guess if Barbie dolls have been around that long, you'd be talking to them too.
It beats talking to you.
Not going to lie, Brandon's insults hit a lot deeper, for sure. Brandon suggests that he and Linda are the one to use the Ouija because their systems are clean. She's uncomfortable at first, but after 2 milliseconds of convincing, she happily agrees.
Care to give it a try?
No, I don't think so.
Come on.
Oh, geez, come on, please.
All right.
I know it's for the purpose of the plot, but a grown woman being this easily convinced to have the spirits of the dead communicate through her.
Be nice. I'm finding it
is honestly very telling to her poor judgment. Brandon informs the group that the spirits are lousy spellers and that they like to lie. Or, well, a lot of them like to lie, I guess. Please keep this in mind as the story progresses. Brandon uses this board to communicate with a 10-year-old boy named David, because apparently this board was made on the day that David died, so his spirit is connected to this specific board. At first, they contact another spirit, and Brandon quickly ends communication because he didn't do the special movement they set up to make sure that it was actually David.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Why'd you stop?
That wasn't David.
Well, then who was it?
I don't know. Like I said, they like to lie sometimes.
It is established that there is a way to tell if you're talking to the spirit you intend to.
It's doing a figure eight.
That's David's signal.
They ask David questions about the afterlife, and he says that he will be reincarnated. And I find that hard to believe, and so does Jim, so he calls bullshit.
David, will you be able to choose your parents when you return?
Bullshit.
Not only that, he throws some diabolical jokes about David, which angers his spirits to the point of vehicular vandalism.
Careful, Jim. You're upsetting David.
What's he gonna do, haunt me?
David, are you all right?
Yeah, he's alright. He's just a little dead, that's all.
Shut up, Jim!
Well, that's it for this party.
Thanks a lot, Morar.
What? This is my fault?
Those are brand new tires. Now, how do you explain it?
The director has stated that this scene was inspired by a real life event that happened to his friend. So a lot of the stuff that happens in this movie, as stated by Kevin, are stuff that he was inspired by real life events of people who had spiritual encounters after using a Ouija board. The next day, Linda is listening to her messages. She gets one from Brandon, and he's worried about David's temperament.
Besides, I want to contact David and see if he's calmed down yet. Well, see you Friday.
She hears the concern in his voice and decides to check on David herself. She goes to play with the Ouija board, and it does the little signal to say that it is David. Linda wastes no time and asks if her pregnancy tests are positive. Then she suggests to the ghost of a boy that she's never even spoken to and has never known, or hasn't even known for a day, or said 2 words to, that if he'd like to re-enter the world through her, like when he gets reincarnated. And we can see that the spirit does not like Jim. And with those jokes from last night, I don't blame him.
David, is it true that you can really choose your next parents? Do you know why I'm asking?
We join Jim at work as he's having a conversation with Lloyd about his past with Brandon. That conversation ends with Lloyd being smushed under some sheetrock.
Employment means nothing to me, pal.
The audience is left to believe that this 10-year-old boy was so angry that he wanted to kill Jim and just missed. Cut back to Linda, and David is back at the house. The ghost lets Linda know where her lost diamond ring is. She goes to check, and she does in fact find the ring, confirming that the spirit is for real. It could also mean that she subconsciously knew that her ring would have fallen down the drain, but the fact that it told her the specific sink and the specific drain to look down could add to her like believing more into, in the spirit itself. She puts the toothbrush right back into the cupboard as if we didn't just see her use it to dig around a damn drain. Jim's day at work ends early because of Lloyd getting smushed and stuff. He's visibly upset and tells Linda about the incident, and she somehow turns it into an "I told you so" moment.
I've never liked you doing that.
At Lloyd's funeral, the couple is approached by a Lieutenant Dewhurst, and this man is literally the entire homicide department. It's a small town, so I have no doubt that it's, possible that he could be in charge and also be the entire homicide department.
My name is Dewhurst. Lieutenant Dewhurst.
Police?
Homicide.
I didn't know Fairfield had a homicide division.
I'm it. I'm also the bomb squad and the truancy division.
Linda gets a call from Brandon, and he tries to warn her about using the Ouija board alone. And right before he finishes his sentence, the call gets cut off.
I've been using the Ouija.
Alone?
Yeah, why?
Linda, listen to me.
Jim is worried about Linda's unusual behavior and asks her why she is so riled up.
What the hell's eating you?
She admits to him that she's pregnant. Jim gets another chance to prove that he's a bit of an asshole.
God, I love
I know.
Why does she keep saying it? He knows, Linda. He knows. Linda tells David she's giving the Ouija back to Brandon, and the spirit turns on her immediately. It is not happy. Brandon shows up to Jim's job worried about Linda. Jim says she's been acting strangely because she's pregnant. Brandon thinks it's something completely different.
All right, when someone uses a Ouija alone, like Linda, she's very susceptible to the spirits she contacts.
Jim makes a joke that was only funny to me after a quick Google search.
What you're telling me is that I'm living with Linda Blair.
Damn it, Jim, I'm serious!
But yes, The Exorcist is my favorite movie of all time. Brandon suggests a medium so that they can do some exorcising of their own. Jim says no at first and immediately gets a call from their landlord saying that Linda got spooked. So he ends up agreeing to the medium.
All right, bring your medium by tonight.
In comes Zarabeth, the most tasseled up person north of Texas.
Where'd you find her? The circus?
Okay, so she's a bit strange, but
A
she
bit
came...
strange.
Very fashion forward. Almost as soon as she starts, she's possessed by the spirit of David. Brandon tells him he's scaring Linda and he needs to go. So he agrees and leaves.
I never meant to harm anyone. Goodbye.
That night on the drive home, Zarabeth asks Brandon about Malfader.
Malfader. It's Portuguese. It means someone evil.
It's clear at this point that there's either another spirit or David is an evil twerp. Zarabeth is dropped off and she walks by a suspiciously sharp lawn ornament. As soon as she gets inside, she starts researching and finds something almost immediately. Ready to call Brandon with the news, she senses a malevolent force in her presence. In typical horror cliche fashion, she decides to run up the stairs instead of out the door. Brandon wakes up to the news of Zarabeth's death literally the next morning. Keep in mind, the events of this movie are all happening within the span of 2 weeks so far. Brandon decides to take a trip to where David died to get some answers and probably help with Linda's situation. Linda uses the Ouija to contact David again. This time, the planchette moves without her hands on it, and the spirit starts throwing her around the room. That ends with her getting a concussion. So Jim takes her to the emergency room, and the doctor there lets him know that she wasn't ever pregnant, confirming that Brandon's thought that this was progressive entrapment, his theory of progressive entrapment, was correct. The detective shows up to the hospital, also telling Jim he's onto him.
Whatever it was, her throat matched the ropes that were cut on a construction site.
He thinks that Jim had something to do with Zarabeth's death. How is that even possible? Rope and skin would not react or cut in the same way. So how is rope and skin reacting to being cut in the same way. It's two different materials. That makes zero sense. Jim decides to leave Linda at the hospital and he heads to Big Bear with Brandon. Road trip. When they get there, they go to a library to check newspaper records.
A gasoline explosion aboard a small motorboat claimed the life of 10-year-old David Simpson early yesterday morning.
They find out how David died and head to the cemetery. Jim scares Brandon. Now it's Jim 3 and people he's scared 0. They head to the inn for the night and have a bro moment. Brandon forgives Jim for being with Linda, even laughing at Jim's size joke.
What does she see in you that she didn't see in me?
I make her laugh.
So did I.
Yeah, but only in the bedroom.
Jim admits that he envies the love that Brandon has for Linda. I don't know, at this point, just share her. I mean, you didn't seem to mind when she was all cuddled up on the couch with him, so I don't know what the issue is. Plus, Jim, I don't think you love her because you never say it back. Even when you thought she was having your child, even when you thought she was impregnated with your child, you never told her, I love you back. Crazy work, Jim, crazy work. The guys head to the dock after picking up a new Witchboard.
Roll credits.
They're at the docks where David died, so his spirit is the strongest there. Turns out that David didn't kill anyone or even harm anyone. It was evil or Malfader, the person that Zarabeth had mentioned, which means that all the times with the infinity movements, it was actually Malfader just being weird and pretending to be David. That is the big twist. That all this time, it wasn't even the kid doing it. It was this other spirit. After learning this, they are promptly attacked by Malfader, and Jim is knocked out while Brandon is straight up axe murdered. Linda wakes up from a nightmare in which she gets her head chopped off by Malfader, and she gets so freaked out that she goes and discharges herself against the doctor's wishes. When she gets home, she fishes out the Witchboard out of the trash. Like Brandon had thrown it away before bringing her to the hospital, and she goes home and fishes it out the trash. She's addicted. I'm just a little bit, I'm just a little bit, I'm just a little bit, I'm just a little bit. She goes right back to it, as if she wasn't just being ragdoll across the room for talking to it. Right back to it. How can you be addicted to talking to spirits? It's not like you've been asking any life-changing questions or anything that would make it, I don't know. I don't know. I've heard it a lot too, that people can get addicted to using Ouija boards. I don't know. I don't know how you can get addicted to talking to a spirit. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but okay. After the ghost attack, Jim goes and washes his face in water that you could not pay me to dip my toes in. That's the thing about lakes. They're just big ass puddles of stagnant water, waste, bacteria, rusty cars, decomposing bodies. I digress. And as you can see from that overhead shot, there's no one lurking in the algae. Yet, out of nowhere, he's being grabbed by a dead Brandon.
Jesus!
A dead body grabbed at him from the waters that very clearly were corpseless before. Yes, logic has left the chat. He cries for the first time over his long-lost best friend. How sweet. He heads up to some kind of occult shop, and the lady that works there tells him about Carlos Malfader, a crazed ex-killer who was killed by the police in their apartment building.
Finally caught up to him around 1930. Shot him down in his own home. There it is.
Linda gets attacked by the spirit while she's in the shower, and she breaks the glass while spending an awful lot of time under the water, by the way. Meaning she could have just opened the door, but shock value, I guess. She literally couldn't be under the water for a millisecond to open it before, but spends at least 15 seconds trying to smash the glass in order to get out. Yeah, logic's still on a bathroom break, I'm guessing. Malfader fully possesses Linda. Jim gets home to see the place is a mess. Him and Linda get into a kerfuffle for a bit, and then the lieutenant breaks in, attempting to save the day. Malfader takes him down with a swiftness, and then gets right back to Jim.
Don't move, asshole!
Jim gets the idea to shoot the Ouija board. Malfader uses the last of his power over Linda to push Jim out the window. This whole falling part is hilarious. There is no way it needs to be that drawn out. We skip to church pews, and it looks way too bright and happy to be a funeral, so the next guess was, oh, wedding. The death of a bachelor. I hope when she said I do, he didn't go, I know. Thank you guys for watching my review. Not really review, just like summary. In my opinion, this is a really good movie. I watched it 3 times. It's pretty good. I like that they used real life experiences and stuff. So with that being said, I don't know, I think it's a good watch if you like to watch like cheesy 80s stuff or whatever. It's a quick watch. It's nothing. I like it. I recommend that you watch it. Honestly, I was just going through it really. Just tell you, personally, I would rate this movie a 7 out of 10. However, Rotten Tomatoes rated it a 50. And IMDb rated it a 5.7, and I'm over here giving it 7.5. My standards aren't that low. I just love cheesy 80s movies. I love that old stuff, okay? Probably for its time, I guess. It's okay, but then you have to understand it is a movie of its time. You can't expect like good whatever, and it's a good little plot. It's a good little twist, you know. I liked it. It was a funny watch too, and I have a surprise for you guys. Okay guys, so the audio quality for this section of the video might be a little bit questionable, but I got something. I have something. I'm very excited. I wanted to. Oh god. Oh my god. So this was sent to my house, and the funny thing is, I don't know who tried to get into it, but somebody tried to get into it before I got my hands on it. This is my napkin. Somebody tried to get into it before. I got a scissors. I brought a pair of scissors. I'm gonna just pour this off the top. Oh my god! 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 What did I tell you? My favorite freaking movie is The Exorcist. It's so big. Oh my god. Oh my god. The ones on Amazon were so small, and I got this one on Amazon too, but the ones that were like, oh, they're so cutesy and whatever, they're so small. So I decided to just get the classic fucking thing. I feel like I'm gonna do this and Captain Howdy is gonna pop out of nowhere and come get my ass. Like, I'm definitely not doing this by myself. But look out for a video in the future where me and someone, I don't know who, will be doing this together. Okay. Not only did I get that, I got something else. I got this. Look. I got tarot card sets. I'm so excited. Just touching this, I can feel energy Like, I feel energy coming from it already. And it's like sealed. So I'm very excited. Very excited. Should I try to play with it by myself? No. Put it up. Put it up, you crazy girl. What I am gonna try to do by myself is try to read this tarot. Hold on. I don't want to mess up this box at all, because this is gonna be the only and this thing, I gotta take it off because it's so unsightly on my tarot deck. That's crazy. So I know it's not like really whatever, but let's see. Oh, I want to be so gentle with this. I don't want it to mess up. There you go. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, thank God. It has a box in the box. Okay. I feel energy. Is it me, or is it just like a plastic wrapping can make a girl feel energy? I think a plastic wrapping can make a girl feel. Look at this. It looks so gosh darn like professional and stuff. Look at the back. It has like a sigil on it. It's so cute. Woo. Okay. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Ashley, look at me. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I guess my camera's name is Ashley now. Anyways, guys. Oh, and it gave me this like super cool thing to keep it in. And it's purple. Oh my gosh, look at that. Super fucking cute. To keep my deck in. I'm about to be a spiritual baddie, okay? I'm so, oh, guys, I'm such a spiritual baddie. And a lot of people don't know, but I literally opened up my third eye when I went through psychosis. Like, I didn't even know. That's why I went through psychosis in the first place, because my third eye was open. Oh my God. Anyways, thank you guys so much for vibing with me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for, I don't know, joining me after my long hiatus from YouTube. You know, I do that. I'm sorry, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I promise you. I say that every time and then I don't. Or like, I don't know. Who gives a fuck? I am making content. I am back. I'm alive. I'm breathing. And I'm so grateful for those who stuck around. And I'm so grateful for the newcomers who, I don't know. Love. Much love. Tenderness. Boop, boop. Love and tenderness. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Bye.
I don't care what you call it, dude. It's just like a game, like checkers or chess.
David told me.
How do you know he wasn't lying? You said they like to lie. Didn't you say that?
I'd really like to try this.
Everything is dangerous.
Dropped out of med school. Was Linda? Because you knew you'd make a lousy doctor. Because you're not capable of giving a shit about anyone but yourself.
Shut up, Brandon.
And when you get tired of Linda, you're gonna walk away from her too.
Shut up, Brandon.
Just like you did with school. Just like you did with your parents. Just like you did with... Shut up! Jim, this is Zarabeth, the best medium in Northern California.
Hi. Thanks for coming.
No problem.
Something's bothering you. What is it?
I see danger ahead.
For Linda?
For you. If you miss my house. It's coming up on the right.
Damn, I hate talking to ghosts with plaque on my teeth. If I had any real guts, I'd get out of her life before she wastes any more of her time on me.